It's me, wareagle. That's.
I don't know if it was gonna. I thought it was gonna stop on its own.
We may
I'm
have to
sorry.
edit that out.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the 157 Show. This is going to be season 2 that we are gearing up for. Before we even start, talking, of course, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. You'll see it right down there.
From last season, it's still here.
Yep. We just go ahead and tell you guys straightforward. And if y'all have been watching from the last season, we've been tossing around ideas, trying to bring more content to the channel, more things for you guys to tune into and comment on, so we can maybe this season feature you guys' comments, talk about it a little bit, and see if we can keep something like that going, some sort of conversation going with you guys. Another update. My co-host here, Austin.
Yeah. Hey, do the sound.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's me, wareagle. That's.
I don't know if it was gonna. I thought it was gonna stop on its own.
We may
I'm
have to
sorry.
edit that out. So anyway.
So he has finally got himself a computer.
I've joined the PC Master Race.
It's about time.
Yeah, I'm here.
It's so that being said, we're gonna be having some different things on the channel, like I talked about. We're gonna be doing some breaking news, for example. We'll have it out there pretty quickly, as quick as we can get together and get it done and put out. So that's something new that you can expect this season.
Yeah, we talked about it a lot last year, and it's actually came to fruition at this point. We're gonna move forward working with it.
I tell you, it was a struggle getting everybody. Hey, this happened. You want to get together, get the video? Well, this
real life happens, and it's
things happen,
it's
man.
tough.
Things happen.
We don't get paid to do this. We're just doing it for y'all's enjoyment and ours too.
Oh yeah. So I mean, that being said, we're coming up. Technically, it's week 1.
It's officially
if you count week 1 or week 0 as a number. I don't know. A lot of people do, a lot of people don't. I don't know. ESPN says it is.
we're rolling forward. This is week 1. At this point,
yeah. I mean, I go week 1.
Yeah.
Of college football, week 1. So we're excited. We got some games coming on. A lot of big games, a lot of boring games last weekend.
I like the Nebraska and Northwestern game. It was fun.
It was interesting because there's a story like on the line with Scott Frost. Is he going to be?
I thought you were just talking about the men in Ireland.
No, not that. I was talking about Scott Frost.
He ain't going to make it through the season, folks. Hot take right there.
Yeah, he's not. I
Starting
don't
early
see it.
this season.
I don't see it. The only way I see him lasting is they make a drastic improvement, and then he goes the whole season without a loss. Wins the Big Ten. That's the only way. But
Yeah.
I mean,
He's got to beat Oklahoma at minimum.
he's got to do something major.
Yeah.
Major.
Which ain't happening. Anyway, back to the
So anyway,
the real conference.
This is technically week 1. Week 0 had a lot of boring games. Small schools playing. it's college football. Of course, I turned it on and watched as much of it as I could. We had some stuff going on this weekend. But now is regular season, week 1, big games.
Alabama and Auburn football.
Yes, and I am so excited.
It's here. I'm excited for it. My birthday's around this time of the year, so I'm always excited to go into Labor Day, my birthday, and the first week of football. It's a good time.
You're happy every year.
I say.
Birthday, college football, you just got it made.
Yeah, it's a pretty good life. Good life.
So this is going to be just a preview episode where we kind of, get our thoughts on the season, what to expect, what to dive into for each other's teams. Of course, Alabama, national champions, no expectations whatsoever.
Yeah, Auburn, Birmingham Bowl, possibly a loss.
Against possibly small school?
Yeah, Houston again.
Houston again, yeah, okay. So, I guess we can start off with Auburn.
Go into the controversial one first.
Yes, we got to.
Not a big deal. As y'all know, Auburn finished the 2021 season with 5 straight losses with a record of 6-7, which was not a great feat. Not a great first year for Brian Harsin. That's part of it, though.
Which is rough because some of those games, they were very winnable. Mississippi State.
Winnable. South Carolina. South Carolina. Winnable.
That was an inexcusable loss.
Yeah.
They didn't even have a quarterback.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They were on like a grad assistant that was previously coaching.
Yeah. Like it's unreal how that happened. Pitiful. And that was just terrible.
Yeah. It is what it is. So they didn't have a great season. It was not a good look for Brian Harsin, and this is kind of where the controversy kind of came from. Where I think it came from, where we had the issues on the offseason, which if y'all want to talk see videos about that, you can
It's
check out some of
somewhere in our channel.
last year's playlist.
Yes.
I don't want to get into it. We're moving forward. Happy for him. I like Harsin. He's facing an uphill battle, and it's a slippery slope.
He's going to have to do something. He's somewhat similar to Scott Frost. He's going to have to do something major to get these boosters and this administration off him.
Well, and also Alan Green left.
Yep.
That
was his
director,
backbone.
and that was the backbone. I think that's the reason he got the job, and I think that's the reason he kept the job.
Right.
So we'll see how that goes. I'm still rooting for Brian Harsin. I think he's a great figure for the program. I hope he sticks around, and I hope he does well this season, although, and we'll get into the meat of the video here, I don't think it's going to be a great year.
Really?
I'm best case scenario, 8-4. Worst case scenario, 5-7.
Again.
Well, 6-7 last year.
Excuse me. 6
Yeah,
and
we
7.
went bowling last year.
I forgot.
But I think it could be a 5-7 year if things don't go their way. Like
Right.
with the Mississippi State game, like with the South Carolina game. If things don't go their way, it could be a rough season.
Let me ask you about last season, okay? Iron Bowl. If Harsin beats Alabama, year one beats Alabama, does he go through this turmoil of the boosters and stuff? Do you think?
No, sir.
You
If
don't-
Tank Bigsby would have stayed in bounds,
that was crazy
we
too.
wouldn't
By the
be
way,
having this conversation.
yeah,
Or the Harsin controversy conversation.
Yeah.
So no.
yeah. I was kind of in the same boat. I don't. If he was, and that's something major, like I was talking about, for him to do to make a statement, and if he did that, then I don't think there would be any sort of questions of if this man the right person
Is he
for
the
the
right
job.
fit for a job? Yeah. I think with him being away from everybody, or not from the SEC, him coming in and having a less than stellar performance for the season, and it just kind of created a perfect storm that they could push him out and try to get who they wanted.
Right.
I don't know. It didn't work in their favor. I hope he sticks around, like I've said previously.
Yeah. Now,
It is what it is.
Let's talk about like this season. Quarterback T.J. Finley
Announced,
has been named the starter. What are you expecting from him? Do you think? Are you expecting any sort of improvement, or are we going to get the same T.J. Finley's?
From what I'm seeing
Hobbling.
on the boards, now he's not going to be hobbling. He should be healed from that ankle injury or whatever it was at this point. He should be healed up. I know he's a giant, but he should be healed. I think he'll be the starter for the first couple games. I can see him having some lesser performances and maybe putting in Robbie Ashford. We'll see. I thought it was going to be Zach Calzada the whole time. I really did. So it kind of shocked me that TJ Finley won. But he's been in the system now for 2 years. So we'll see.
Calzada, to me, listen, I've watched a lot of Texas A&M games last year. I like college football, so I watch whatever is on most of the time. In all the games that I've watched with Texas A&M, Calzada did not look impressive to me. And I don't want to say Alabama wasn't overlooking him, and that's why he looked so good, because it's definitely not. Their offensive line just manhandled our defensive line. But he looked the most impressive in that win against Alabama last year. Looked like Tom Brady.
Top tier material.
I mean, unbelievable.
Flash in the pan. Perfect performance.
After that, he was not impressive at all. Again, it's the same guy. Like, somehow he just had a moment, a night where he was on it.
Flash in the pan.
And it just so happened to be our night. But
it would be. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. But I didn't see him coming in being the guy.
I just thought he was. I just felt like he had that zing to him, and he was going to bring it in, because Finley just didn't have it last year. And at one point, I thought he was going to be the starter last year over Bo Nix, but Bo Nix is the better athlete. He's off to Oregon now. So we'll just have to see what happens. I don't know. I think Ashford may get a couple snaps here and there. Surprisingly,
I think Finley is going to be your guy, because I don't think Auburn has any elite type quarterback or anybody in the quarterback room that is just necessarily elite.
And let me tell you, the receivers are weak as well.
Yeah,
they're a weaker component. What we need to do is a good game manager that can hand the ball off or make good reads, quick reads, and gash them up and down the field.
I mean, and I'll be honest with you, like, I keep up. I'll pick up the big names that are coming up. I say that and I can't even say a name, but like the big time names that you'll remember from a team from the previous year or whatever. Like, I don't know any wide receiver on Auburn's team right now. Like, I cannot just actively come out and say that a wide receiver on Auburn, for Auburn. I can't.
Yeah, and it's a weaker component of the team. So
Right.
we'll see how it goes. I think we're going to lean heavily on
Tank
and Jarquez Hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely going to be a running attack this year for you guys.
Yeah. So with the 7-5 is what I'm going to say Auburn's going to go this year. And I think the 5 losses are going to be to Georgia, Ole Miss, Mississippi State, Texas A&M, and Alabama.
Mississippi State, huh?
Yeah, they gassed us last year, and I personally think that the secondary this year is weaker. We lost a lot of talent with Smoke Monday and McCreary, so those are gone. I think that the secondary is going to have to line up around Zion Puckett and just go from there. We'll see how it works, though. I think that's going to be the weaker component. The front 7 look great with Owen Papo, Derek Hall, folks like that. I think we're doing good there.
If I'm not mistaken, they've been in the program for a while now. Those two guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. I'm not high on the team this year. Last year I said they were going to go 9-3. That did not work out in my favor.
No, it did not.
This year it's going to be 7-5.
It was very possible though. You were not far off.
Correct.
I mean,
just a couple back. Penn State,
Mississippi State,
South Carolina.
Yep.
Right there.
That's him. I mean,
yeah. So, but I think 7-5 is realistic, folks. Let me know in the comments what y'all think about the Auburn section.
Yeah.
And we can just move on to Alabama if you want to.
Yeah, that's fine. So I mean, obviously week 1 is going to be Utah State. That's another story for another video. I don't expect them to have any trouble with that. Week 2 is the big one. Home and home series starts with Texas. Steve Sarkisian going against Nick Saban, who
another assistant versus Nick Saban.
And going on the assistant thing for just a second. They always talk about, Nick Saban was undefeated against assistants, in so-and-so number. If these schools keep hiring Saban assistants, eventually he's going to have to lose to one, which is what happened twice last year. Texas A&M, Jimbo, and
I didn't even think about Kirby Smart being in the national championship when you were talking. I was just thinking Jimbo.
It was bound to happen eventually. It was just a matter of time of who it was going to be and when it was going to happen. So, I think Lane Kiffin's probably hurt though that it's not him. Yeah, to be honest. Lane,
he would appreciate that.
Lane, comment below, bro. I know you're watching.
Let me know if you're hurting.
I know you're watching. No, but we got a lot of talent coming back on the offensive side. Bryce Young.
Yeah, let's be clear. Let me pause you there. Let's be clear. Nick Saban called last year a rebuilding year.
Yes.
So
lost 2 games.
Made
one of them being
national
championship. And
won the SEC championship.
Dominated the SEC championship against the best defense that we have probably seen.
Yeah. And it was a rebuilding year.
And it was
Yeah. So we'll see how this year goes.
And in the national championship, I don't care what anybody says. Georgia fans can sit here and comment and say whatever they want to, but Alabama was in that game till the end, basically, till the pick 6 at the very end.
Yeah, that sealed the deal.
I mean, the 2 minutes left. I mean, they were in the game. We was down to both of our receivers. We was on like the 3rd or 4th string running back. I mean, there's only so much you can do against having chemistry with these backup guys. It's just going to happen. I'm not taking anything away from Georgia because they won. Props to them. It happens. Football injuries happen, but to say that injuries didn't play a part in Alabama losing, I'm not going to go with that. No, I'm not salty.
No, it doesn't sound like it.
No, okay. So, Nick Saban said this was, last year was a rebuilding year. Coming in this year, they got Bryce Young back at quarterback. We got 3 guys at running back that all played last year. Then you got your guy from Georgia Tech, Jimmy. I can't say. This is another one of them guys that I can't say his name.
Just go ahead and butcher it.
Yep, I think it's Jahmyr Gibbs. I'm almost positive it's Jahmyr Gibbs. I'm saying this off the top of my head, but they say he's kind of come in and taken over
his squad,
the spot. And from what I hear, he has elite speed, and he's very, very football intuitive. If that's a proper word to use for that.
He has high football knowledge.
He has high football intelligence. Put it that way.
High football IQ.
Yes. And I mean, now speed is like pretty much everything. On the offense side, I am worried about the receivers. We got the guy from Georgia, Jermaine Burton. and we got Holden back who played a little bit. We lost the troublemaker in the wide receiver room. Ironically, he goes to Texas. And
he's been kicked.
I don't know if
the
he's been
team
kicked
or
off, suspended, something.
He's causing some issues. That's Ajay Hall or something.
Yes, Ajay Hall.
Yeah.
That the guy that goes on Twitter and complains and all the time.
I just know the name because he's always having some issues.
Well, it's
anyway, yeah.
all the talent in the world, and then just wants to complain about not playing. Sorry, sit out.
Yeah.
But the receivers are kind of unproven, more or less. It's kind of, we have the talent. Of course, we have the talent, but not a whole lot of experience, if that makes sense. So hopefully we can get those guys rolling with Bryce, and we'll get it going. Offensive line, from what I hear, is not.
Speaking of offensive line,
yeah.
Nick Brahms just up and retired the other day. Our center. I was like, well,
I saw that. I saw that on the news.
In my notes here, I'm like, oh yeah, offensive line. I feel good about it, and the defensive line, and then I get hit with him retiring on a Monday afternoon.
I'm done.
Yeah, I was like, what the?
Couple days for the season. I'm
no
done.
big deal.
I'm done.
He pulled an Andrew Luck on us, except he's the center.
I'm done.
Anyway, go back to Alabama. I'm sorry, I just had to throw that in there.
I'm glad you said that, because that was funny. But no, I mean, defensive side of the ball, I think, is going to be our strong suit. Of course, defensive
Always
line,
is.
front seven, going to be unreal. I think this is going to be a solid pass rush. Dallas Turner on the left side, and Will Anderson on the right. Just that's all it is. Good luck blocking those two.
Yeah, especially off the edge.
Oh yeah. Cornerbacks are kind of unproven, but hopefully we can kind of make up for that with the pass rush. And of course, safeties we're good.
Yeah,
I don't expect nothing crazy.
So it sounds like you're pretty confident on the team this year.
I'm very confident on the team this year.
What are your expectations? Do you think it's going to be better than last year?
Okay, so I expect us to go through the season undefeated. We are known. It's only happened twice that we've gone undefeated. We'll drop one somewhere. In the Saban era, we've only undefeated twice, both resulting in national championships. By the way, that's typically what happens.
He's only been there 12, 13 years, and he's won like 6 national championships.
Yeah, come on.
Any given year, that's a good thing to say.
But when we lose one, we typically come back stronger. For the rest of the season. Now, I don't know where I would chalk up a loss to be honest. I just
okay. So,
a lot of people would say, "Oh, Texas A&M, they got a lot of talent. They can compete." But my thing, they don't have a quarterback.
Haynes King.
He's unproven.
Wasn't he like top 8?
Yeah, I mean,
like
he was a highly recruited kid from what I hear.
Yeah.
But I don't think he hasn't seen a lot of college ball.
He got hurt in the week 2 last year. I think if something goes wrong this year, it's going to be in 1 or 2 games. Sarkisian, Texas, or Jimbo with A&M. That's, I said, worst case scenario would be a 10-2 year. I'm expecting him to go undefeated.
Yeah.
But I can see that going down with one of those 2 Texas teams.
I don't know where the loss would come from, to be honest. I can't even pinpoint a loss. Do I expect it to happen? No. Will it happen? More than likely.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't look at the schedule and just tell you, what, this is going to be tough game, definite loss. I can't do it. And Texas is going to be a tough game. I will say that, but I don't think they're going to be able to match talent with Alabama. I just don't. Not very many teams can do it. We'll see. I mean,
that old money talks. Talked last year.
That's true. Speaking of Texas, they're fixing to take over the. I think it was the most income in a season, or most revenue or something over Harvard. Or I saw it the other day.
Yeah.
They it was like $600 million a year or something. $600 billion. Something. I don't think it's $600 billion.
Yeah, that's kind of
a lot. It's $600 million or something like that a year. It's a crazy astronomical number that they're going to take over from Harvard, evidently. So I have to go back and read and let you know, but yeah. But I don't know. I mean, that's pretty much all I got for.
So you just kind of went out left field on
I
that
did.
one,
Well,
buddy.
it made me think about it. I was like, wait a minute, Texas.
All right. So.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Again, just finishing this out. 12-0, I guess would be my thing for the season.
12-0, 7-5.
We'll take it.
2 different expectations there.
Well, Give me. You know, wait till Saban retires, and we can really dive into how upset I'm going to be.
Yeah, let's say that'll be the highlight of the show.
Yep.
For us Auburn fans.
Oh yeah. That's gonna be when you guys start peaking. Is when Saban retires, you guys start peaking.
With that Jordan Hare voodoo.
Yeah. Well, y'all got to get rid of that voodoo doll.
Nah, we're gonna keep it around, baby.
So guys, appreciate you guys tuning into the video. Let us know what you guys are thinking for this season, because there's a lot of things happening. A lot of things have
The
in the
landscape
off
of
season.
college football is changing.
Oh yeah,
every
NILs,
year.
all that stuff.
Yeah, so
Transfer portal. I mean, it's like free agency in college football right now. Who can give me the most money is all it is.
yeah, and who has the most connections? To that money.
That's exactly right.
Yep.
So again, let us know in the comments what you guys are thinking. Appreciate you guys for tuning into the video and watching. Again, expect some new things coming. Like I said, we'll probably we talked a little bit, and I'll go ahead and let y'all know. We talked about doing some. I'm going to do it anyway, just this little bit. We talked about maybe doing some shorts, like breaking news type stuff. Maybe some YouTube shorts, TikTok, something like that. We're going to discuss it a little bit more and see how we want to format it out and stuff.
Increase our exposure.
Yes, and you know, shorts nowadays are like
the hottest thing
in the world.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can get some more traffic in here and get some conversations going. See you guys talking back and forth in the comments. That's my goal. I want to see you guys that are watching the video to interact with the other people watching the video, and make comments and all that stuff, because we do want to highlight some of you guys' comments eventually and discuss what you guys are saying, because I think some of these topics that you guys have posted before, they could be a pretty good discussion.
Yeah,
so
as long as it's friendly banter.
Oh yeah, always. So thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button as always, and we will see you guys for the next video. Thank you guys.